The UC basketball team at home tonight against Stony Brook, looking to rebound from its first loss of the season, a 66-54 setback to Ole Miss on Saturday. That loss came in part because the Bearcats made just 2 of 19 three-point attempts. UC football coach Tommy Tuberville announcing at halftime of that game, though, he'd buy 2 tickets for Saturday's football game with Houston for each fan that was in attendance tonight. Late in the first half with UC up 34-19, Octavius Ellis with the hard foul on Stony Brook's Carson Purifoy. He didn't appear to even make an attempt to play on the ball. Officials confer with the coaches, and Ellis wound up being ejected from the game. He will not have to sit out the next game, however. Troy Copane with the feed to Shaq Thomas. 2 of his team-high 14 the easy way. And UC, after their struggles against Ole Miss, made 7-11 threes in the game. Kemet Johnson, one of his 2 trays in as many attempts. Johnson finished with 12 points, 2 with authority, and UC surpassed 70 for the first time this season with the 78-52 win. Tom Crean had Indiana off to a 5-1 start, albeit against a soft early schedule. The Hoosiers hosted Pitt tonight in the ACC Big Ten Challenge. IU led by 8 at the half, extended the lead in the second half. The Hoosiers off and running. Emmett Holt, 2 of his team-high 15. And then Yogi Ferrell with the steal to James Blackman Jr. He flushed 2 of his 13 points, and IU won it 81-69. Well, for Reds fans hoping GM Walt Jocketty makes a major move this offseason, well, it wasn't major, but it was a move, as the team tonight announced it's traded outfielder Chris Heisey to the Dodgers for 25-year-old pitcher Matt McGill. He had a 5.21 ERA last season for LA's AAA team in Albuquerque. The Reds also opted not to offer contracts to relief pitchers Logan Ondrusek and Curtis Parch. Defensive tackle Jamon Meredith, he was signed just last Tuesday to replace Andre Smith on the roster. That means the Bengals still have a roster spot open. Sal High and UC grad J.K. Schaefer also waived. He had been placed on injured reserve in preseason due to concussions. Ohio State defensive end Joey Bosa selected Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year, and quarterback J.T. Barrett was the league's Freshman of the Year today by coaches and media. Wisconsin running back Melvin Gordon named Offensive Player of the Year. Minnesota's Jerry Kill tabbed Coach of the Year. And the Buckeyes still on the outside looking in for their hope to play for a national championship. They were 5th in the college football playoff rankings released tonight. The top 4 will play for the title. Alabama still number 1, Oregon 2, while TCU moved up to 3rd. Undefeated defending champ Florida State slipped to 4th. The final rankings will be released this Sunday at 12:45 p.m.